Thanks for joining us on Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here with Rabun Co Wildcat stars Gunner Stockton and Braxton Hicks. Guys, first of all, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So Braxton, you're a senior. We're going to start with you. Coming off of a season in which you had over 1,000 yards, you had 14 touchdowns, I believe. Just a great year for you, and kind of coming off of that season into your senior year. Talk about kind of the work that you put in for this year, and then maybe even advancing as more of a vocal leader this year than you've had to be in years past.
So, I put in a good bit of work on the off-season. Not really just kind of on my own. I did for about a month, after the season was over, but really it was just with the team, getting better every single day as a group. And, and working with Coach Shirley it's a huge thing for not just me, but all the other receivers. He shows how to do the little things right, and we really focus on that. It makes us as a group, and myself a lot more better than we were like in years past. And, being a leader, stepping up as a vocal leader, I've had to, work on that a little bit. At times I'm not that vocal, but, showing it on the field and being vocal on and off the field this year, I've been stepping that up a little bit, and it's getting a little bit better. So
yeah, it just kind of comes with the territory of being a senior and playing at the level you do. Gunner, for you, man, just watching you last year as a freshman, just come out here and tear it up and put up the numbers you did and stay healthy and win. It was phenomenal, but it reminds me a lot of watching. I had the opportunity to watch Deshaun Watson go from that freshman to sophomore year, and there was a big jump there, just in the physicality alone. And so I kind of see that with you too. Talk about that jump you're making from year one to year two, and the way that you play and the way that you prepare.
Is there? Last year, it was just the big thing, just proving to the team that I could play. I'm the guy on offense, the quarterback. You don't have to worry about me, and just going into the weight room, big part of it, and just doing little things right, like Braxton says, the big part.
Yeah,
it's key.
Being a leader and how you go about what you do. Braxton, you guys are off to a 2-0 start. No surprise there because we're used to that here. But what kind of confidence does that give this team to start out 2-0? Because last year, uncharacteristically, you lost the first game and rebounded very well from that. But this year, 2-0 start. And most impressive to me is the North Murray game, because you guys were forced to fight a little bit harder for it. Eventually you ran away with it, but you faced an early deficit. What was that like to see that from the team, and how much confidence does that give you?
Well, I think it brings like a lot of confidence, not just for the starters, the backups. It's just like the whole team and the coaching staff for sure. Because like you said last year, losing the first game like that. In the years past, you're always winning. Like usually the first 10 or something like that. And, you lose that first game, and then you have some doubt in your mind, like, what are we going to do? You're kind of guessing stuff. But how we started, this season, with the win over Bremen, and then, like you said, North Murray falling behind, that's where, you have to kick in and say, as a team, what are we going to do if we're behind? Are we going to fall back? Or are we going to fight and get ahead and then win the game? And that's what we did, and that shows what kind of team this is.
Yeah.
This year, and going 2-0 definitely gives everybody some confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed seeing you guys have to battle back from. I know it's you kind of want to see the blowout wins and enjoy those, but it's good to see
a win's a win.
A win's a win, man. Sure. And you got to, like you said, tap into some of the guys that aren't used to the adversity and seeing that. So, Gunner, the big thing for this team is it's not, are you going to win? It's, can the team stay healthy? And that's the question for every team. But what are you guys doing, especially you, man? You take so many hits being a dual threat. What are you doing to try to stay healthy for the entirety of the season?
The key thing is just sleeping good and stuff like that, the little things. But Coach Jay gets on to me about getting down as much as I can. But that's the key part, just keeping your body healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Braxton, what stirs the drink for you this year? What is it that's your go-to that you tap into when you are facing the adversity or you need to hit that next level? And I got to ask. I know I don't think it bothers you, but being that 2 games in a row, granted you did find the end zone in the first game, but they called it back. But does it bother you that you haven't scored the touchdown yet? Is that something that weighs on you at all?
Not at all. If we're putting points on the board as a team, then it don't matter to me at all. Because if we're winning, putting points on the board, it don't matter. I don't care who scores. If Gunner scores, Sam scores, anybody that scores, I'm totally fine with it. Because it's a team effort. I've always play like there's no I in team. It's always going to be a team that wins and stuff. I hang my hat on that. So just helping out the team. So
yeah, and the touchdowns are going to come anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
the way that
Definitely
you've been playing too, just looks like you're set for a year even better than last year. Gunner, talk about kind of spinning off of that. What are the goals and ambitions for this team? What is it that's the driving factor? I know in last year it was kind of a redemption after the 2017 state title game, and trying to get back to there was kind of that driving force. What is it this year that kind of is driving you guys?
Like Coach Jay always says, like don't be the class that drops the torch for the senior class. But I mean, first and foremost, winning a region championship, and then going deep in the playoffs and winning the state championship.
Absolutely, yeah, and taking it one game at a time. So I want to spin off of that too. I know every year you guys have a motto, like something that you work toward. I believe the championship year it was sharpen the sword, and this year, if I'm not mistaken, it's hold the rope. Share with us what the story is behind that and how the guys have unified around it.
It's like Coach Jay made it to where like it didn't like sharpen the sword. It's more like it's something like hold the rope is like when adversity hits and you're having to hold on, and if you see somebody else, I mean, hold on, and just get them through it and find a way. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so guys, this is the part where everyone that's watching is like, they want to know this information, so I have to do my job and ask you guys about the recruiting part of it. Not going to ask where you're going or anything like that, but Braxton, we'll start with you. Man, you've just been getting so many visits. You got some offers on the table. It seems like you've been going through this for a while now. Has this been enjoyable for you, or kind of draining at times? And when could we expect maybe where you might make that decision?
I mean, of course, all of it, is enjoyable. I mean, going to, all these colleges and get to see, all the different facilities and, what kind of schedule those guys are on and what it's like to be a college athlete. I mean, of course, it's awesome. Every bit of it, it's been enjoyable. Being able to talk to coaches and form relationships, everything like that, has been enjoyable. But I really don't focus on that too much. I mean, when it's time to, like when you're talking to a coach, of course, it's time to focus on that. But when it's time to play, high school football, when it's time to, work out with your team and do all that, it's focus on that. And I've always, thought about this. If you enjoy high school football and do what you're supposed to do on Friday nights, then everything else is going to fall into place.
Absolutely.
So that's what I do for sure. And I think I'm going to make my decision, after the season. I'm going to, finish out the season hard. I'm not going to focus on the college deal. I'm going to, play senior my last senior year, give everything I got, and whatever happens.
Man, yeah, enjoy every second of it, man, because when it's gone, it's gone. But Gunner, for you, man, you've also had such a tremendous level of excitement and hype around you, and you've been what's awesome to see is how humble you are about it, and just how it just doesn't seem like it phases you that much. You don't feel all the pressure anyway. It doesn't seem like you do.
Yes,
do you feel any pressure with all that recognition, all that stuff?
I mean, I'm not the type of guy that, like, I don't know, Bill's like, I'm not like bragging about it or nothing. I'm not on Twitter like all the time. I mean, I don't really like to do that, but I mean, I just don't really. I mean, I enjoy it. Like, I'm not saying I'm really glad I have it, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. That's not what you're about. So,
what do you know? I mean, because you have so long to go. You're just a sophomore, but we're seeing more and more the hype that people like you get when you're rated this high nationally. What point do you think you may make a decision?
Probably after this season, maybe.
Okay.
Or sometime.
Yeah,
really
cool.
soon.
Like Braxton said, man, you guys got plenty of time to enjoy the moment and keep doing what y'all are doing. Congrats on a great start, but I know there's so much work left to do, and we're excited to be part of it and watch you guys go through it. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.